Have you ever gone to teach a class or to make a presentation and you realize you are not prepared? That's one of the toughest places to ever be. 2 hours in a class is like 2 years. And most often you get tense and nervous. And most often people cannot convince their audience while teaching in that mood. They'll try to confuse them. Someone told me that he went to teach a class and he met one of his former classmates who tried to challenge him by asking several types of questions just to see if he was fit to teach that class. He told me I took him into the world of theories and concepts and left him there and came down. And he was confused. He said I could see confusion on his face. Like the saying, if you cannot convince them, you confuse them. This is what most teachers will do, politicians will do. They can convince you, they will confuse you. What are some of the signs to know that someone has not prepared for a presentation or a class? The first is repetition. When you see somebody repeating something over and over, you know certainly this person doesn't have a mastery or has not prepared his lesson well. The second sign is digression. When you hear somebody bringing unrelated stories to a subject he is presenting or teaching, you know this person has not prepared his assignment. He has not done his homework. Because if you do your homework, all your examples and stories will be connected and related to the subject matter. The third thing is talking about oneself, especially when it doesn't relate to the subject matter. When you hear people start telling you about their dogs, their cars, their wives, their children, the trip they made for their holidays, and it has nothing to do with the subject matter, most often it's because they have not prepared. They don't have what to say. They just say anything that comes out from their mouth. Because if you don't prepare, foolishness will jump out from your mouth. So 3 key things to do to make sure that your presentations are often on the top. First, never take your audience for granted. Whether you are teaching a class, you are doing a presentation, or you are doing just a video, never take your audience for granted. Don't tell yourself, oh, they know I'm a great teacher, they know I'm a great presenter, so whatever I say, they're just going to receive it. Second, often challenge your past or your last presentation. If you're going for a presentation, you're going for a class, ask yourself, how can I present today 10 times that I presented last week? How can I do these things 5 times better than I did last time? When you do that, you challenge your last success, you always be on top of your game. The third thing you do is you prepare for life, not just for an event. Most often people want to start preparing when they have an invitation to go teach, an invitation to go preach. They don't have this ongoing learning culture that they read, they study, not just because they have a presentation, but because they want to know more about life, they want to know more about their subject matter. If you really want to make an impact in the society, if you want your presentations to always be on top form, keep an ongoing learning program. Read 1 book a week, read 3 books a month, read something 2 hours, spend time just reading and studying, not because you have been invited to teach, but because you as a leader, you are a learner. God bless you.